Hey there. Today I'm going to talk about fantasy football. As we're in the beginning of the fantasy football season, I felt this video was necessary to make before you draft your team. Now I'm not going to waste my time talking about the elite players that everyone knows about. Instead I'm going to talk about some sleeper picks that you might want to keep in mind before you draft. The first position I'm going to cover is the quarterback position. The first player I think you should consider drafting is Jameis Winston. Jameis Winston is a quarterback that is not known for his consistency, nor is he known for staying on the field for the entire year, either due to suspension, injury, or just outright being benched. I believe this year will be different for a few reasons. Jameis Winston is entering the final year of his rookie contract, so right there he has something to prove. He is playing for a contract and a future in the NFL. He also has very talented receivers to pass to this season, like he has had in seasons past with Mike Evans, Chris Godwin, and O.J. Howard. Lastly, his new head coach is Bruce Arians, a head coach that has shown in his career that he's no stranger to passing the ball majority of the time throughout the game, giving Winston plenty of opportunity to spread the ball around to those talented receivers. Another quarterback to think about is second-year player Lamar Jackson. Plenty has been said about Jackson in this offseason, from the muscle he has added to the continued development he has shown. He is going to run the ball. That won't change. What will change is him staying in the pocket to look to pass the ball first before taking off for a few yards. Winston and Jackson are guys that I don't anticipate being drafted until the 11th or 12th round, giving you plenty of time beforehand to draft other talented position players and not having to worry about scrambling to draft a quarterback. They'll be waiting for you. Running backs to keep an eye on, in my opinion, are Miles Sanders and Jaylen Samuels. Miles Sanders is a second-round draft pick out of Penn State, joining a crowded Eagles backfield with Jordan Howard, Corey Clement, Wendell Smallwood, and Josh Adams. With that being said, news around camp is that Sanders is doing everything right and impressing everyone along the way. I believe he has a solid stash and hold in the late rounds. Once the dust settles, I wouldn't be surprised if he's splitting carries with Jordan Howard. Jaylen Samuels is a talented receiving running back that Pittsburgh utilizes to their great advantage last year. Even though James Conner is the primary running back that will receive all of the rushing touches, Jaylen Samuels will receive most of the check down options and be just as effective as he was last year. Especially in the point per reception leagues, he is a must-have. Some receivers that I have drafted in the past and have been a fan of are Will Fuller V and Curtis Samuel. Will Fuller is a speed receiver that has blown past defensive backs with ease and has great early chemistry with Deshaun Watson. With DeAndre Hopkins as a clear number one, if Fuller is able to stay healthy, he puts up explosive numbers as their number two receiver. Curtis Samuel is a speedy receiver out of Carolina. Are you sensing a trend? He is entering his third year with the Panthers and is a clear number two receiver for this offense, with Devin Funchess leaving in free agency this offseason. I think with a healthy Cam Newton, Samuel is in for a breakout year. Last but not least, we look at tight ends, one of the shallowest positions in all of fantasy football. Ricky Seals-Jones and Jason Witten are two players that might not be on people's radars. Reasons being that Jason Witten is old and getting older, and Ricky Seals-Jones has been pretty unproductive since joining the league 2 years ago. The reasons to possibly draft them is Jason Witten has spent all of last year in the booth, watching, waiting, and getting healthy. He is heading into camp probably feeling the best he's ever felt. Adding an additional weapon for Dak, with Elliott unsure if he'll play this year, will be a key factor for that offense. Ricky Seals-Jones is now battling for the number one spot against Charles Clay in that offense. With some added competition in that position, I foresee Ricky outplaying Charles Clay and taking that number one spot, starting all 16 games and producing quite well in that offense with rookie quarterback starting. Rookie quarterbacks love their tight end safety valves. Good luck this year in all your leagues. I hope my analysis helps you. Until next time, I'm Kevin Householder.